Live from the 48th Swanika Street, you're welcome to the best midday bulletin on the continent's most trusted news source, Pan-African Television, with me, Fauza Masawudu. Let's begin with our top stories. And more than 1,420,000 Ghanaians are HIV positive, but do not know their status, says the Ghana AIDS Commission. Also, in the space of some benevolence, WOSEC 1985 all students donate towards anniversary. And in business, telecommunication companies circulate political campaign messages. What exactly does it mean? We will delve more into that. And on international front, the USA's pursuit of Julian Assange threatens media freedom. We've got details of all these and more, plus some sports and entertainment coming up shortly. Do stay.
National HIV estimate and projection relies two striking features. One is more than 142,000 persons in Ghana are living with HIV, but they do not know their HIV positive status because they have never tested. And more than 46,000 who know their HIV status are not on life-saving treatment. That is, they are not on ARVs, Dr. Cosmos Ohene AJ said. According to him, last year alone 20,068 new infections were recorded across Ghana. Additionally, 13,616 HIV and AIDS-related deaths occurred in the same year. He said stigmatization is a major factor that prevents people from testing for HIV.
What is it? Now, the 1985 year group of the old students of Wara Senior High School last week donated some items towards the school's 60th anniversary. Proud product of the school, who is also my colleague George Yosenvinch, has more in this report.
An amount of 2,000 Ghana has been donated by the 1985 old students of the Rara Senior High School towards the celebration of the school's 60th anniversary scheduled for this year. The school was founded in 1969 as a private institute by Nana Opoku Frefe, a native of Rara in the Uti region, then called Volta Polytechnic. After 3 years of its inception, the name changed to Volta Commercial College in 1972. In 1973, the name again changed to Rara Institute of Technology. The proprietors desired to have an institution in Rara at all costs, made him give up the ownership to the government in 1975. The government of Ghana absorbed the school and named it Rara Secondary School. The school's main mission is to assist students acquire virtues of perseverance, integrity, and initiative to develop into a worthy person in society for the advancement of mankind, and has over the years done just that by producing well-meaning Ghanaians in all sectors of the country. The school currently provides courses in agriculture, home economics, visual arts, general arts, and business.
Please wait.
No, don't worry.
On Friday forgot the reverence accorded the men of God and went into a frenzy inciting Ghana Catholic Bishops' Conference against flag bearer of the opposition National Democratic Congress, reprimanding them like cats. He could not understand why they had failed to condemn former President John Dramani Mohammed's reference to him and his cousins involved in the Ijapa royalties deal as Achim Mafia and Sakawa people. But according to him, according to the Anchoring Democracy Advocacy Movement Ghana, Adams GH, on their Facebook page says the president paid deaf ears to many serious national issues raised by the CSOs that are likely to jeopardize our country's democracy and called on him as president to take action, but he ignored all. We have been joined in the studios by Director of Operations for Adams GH, Ibrahim Adams. You are welcome, sir.
Thank you very much.
Good to have you.
Thank you very much.
I trust the corona is treating you well.
Sure. We are doing
fantastic. Let's get to the heart of the matter now. Okay. You, in your Facebook post, seem to, in a way, from where I sit, justify the whole Achim Mafia ethnocentrism, taking into, vis-a-vis your initial call on President Akufo-Addo's, wanting to do certain things, but he paid deaf ears to that. Is that really the case?
Thank you very much for your viewers. Anchoring Democracy Advocacy Ghana's position on this matter is not in any way to justify as it were, the post that was on the Facebook. Indeed, we are aware that following the post and the effects that it has had so far, attributing that to the former president, for us, it's a political area we wouldn't want to veer into. If you look at the essence of this whole post, to suggest that the Achims are, of course, 419s or mafias, I know in the wildest dream of the former president of this country, he will not in any way associate the Achims to any such calling. Of course, you are talking about a president who, when he was in office, he had Achims in his government. Don't forget that even the current chairman of the ruling opposition party, NDC, is an Achim. Okay, the chairman of the manifesto of the ruling party today is also an Achim. You understand my point? Yeah. And so you could not have even come to that conclusion. But these are things that normally happens, particularly when we find ourselves in an election year.
Fantastic. Yeah. It's good you've admitted to the fact that it happens especially in our election. And we have seen how some countries have plunged into serious chaos because of certain disparaging comments made by politicians. And luckily enough, we don't really see that negative, that repelling effect in our setting here in Ghana. Over the MPP has accused the NDC of passing some ethnocentric comments in the past. The NDC is also now saying that Akufo-Addo really does not have the moral right to condemn the Adongo's post about the Achim Mafia thing, because he and some of his cohorts, for the lack of better expression, in the past also made some equal ethnocentric comments. I just want to know, as a civil society organization, what exactly is your position on the politics of ethnocentrism in Ghana?
Well, in the first place, given the background of this country, which is a collection of ethnic groups, I mean, you will not be the person to even say you are singling out one ethnic group against the other. I mean, of course, then we'll be heading to doom. But you see, the essence of our release is not actually the political aspect of what has happened. It is the call by the CSOs to, as it were, intervene by also making a statement against what has happened. And we are saying, look, this is ridiculous, because these are the very CSOs who have also been able to identify very critical issues affecting this country and have called the attention of the president and, of course, his government severally for intervention and has been ignored. You and I are in this country when, let me give you our commission, I mean, against all odds, I mean, fired gunshot at the registration center. And it took the Peace Council, which involved the Catholic Bishop Council, as you say. Most of them are members of the Peace Council, and asked the president to, as you know, reprimand the minister. As we speak now, no action has been taken. We are here when Imani and Ibek and other groups asked for the return of Dumelevo, because it was clear that the circumstances under which the other general was asked to go home was a bit suspicious. This is the president who has assured this country that he was going to fight corruption. Okay, and if you have a man who is up to the task, and of course, everybody sees the work he is doing, all he needs is a push, and you use such a clause to get him out of office at that particular material moment. What do you expect Ghanaians to say? There was a call by him by CSO. He ignored. You remember the recent post by our prolific writer, Manas Azure, questioning the president and his APP government. The way they are treating CSOs, they shouldn't forget that they won't be in power forever. And that when they go back to opposition, they will need the CSOs to fight for it. Today, I see the prophecy has just happened, even before they are going to prison. Now you are calling the best CSOs who you have disrespected, whose views you have not been working with, to come and then intervene into what? So he has provided the fodder for it. What is ever happening right now is the president and his government that has provided the fodder for it. We are saying that it's about time he understands that CSOs play a critical role in our governance structure. Without them, we cannot be where we are, because at the end of the day, when there are policy formulations in the system, you need a CSO to also, as it were, shape the discourse around it, yes, in the utmost interest of the public.
Fantastic. And it's with the utmost interest of the public, and I'm premising my next question on that. We know that generally CSOs champion a national agenda, but some political parties, especially when in governments, when they are being, put on their toes by certain CSOs, some argue that indeed some of the CSOs are adjunct of some political parties and are not really postured, in pushing a national agenda. How do you react to that as an executive of a CSO? When you hear some of these assertions by political parties, does it affect your thinking in any way?
We are treading on a dangerous path in our political journey. Let me be very honest with you. What some of us are beginning to realize is that the moment a discourse doesn't favor a sitting government, then wherever the comment is coming from, the government is and its party would want to quickly, label the source of that information to another political party. We cannot describe Imani today as an NDC wing. You cannot describe IDEC
as an MPP
or as an MPP either. Okay, it is because of what they say and the effect on maybe perhaps the fortunes of that political party that makes them think that. And we think that it's about time we divorce ourselves from that kind of that line of thought. When we are talking about national issues, and we have CSOs who have delved into the matter, who are churning out expert opinion on this matter, it's about time governments in power take them in good faith. Don't forget that when we are in opposition, and sometimes we begin to critique government policies, we make references to some of these research of these CSOs to buttress our point and get Ghanaians to find resonance with whatever message we churn out. But then anytime you come to government and you are being put to your toes, then you are quick to attach them to a certain political. And I think that when we go on that tangent, it will not be good for us as a country.
Last but not least, there are a section of citizens who are in a way fatigued about some of the assertions or postures of some CSOs. They say they've had enough of the talk shopping, enough of the lip service. And so you come out to drum your message home. More often than not, we really don't see some of the things you push for being materialized. For instance, the Ejapa deal. We know the position of the CSOs on it, very obvious. But the finance minister in some of his interviews says that the Ejapa deal, by hook or crook, would see the light of day. He seems to take an entrenched position on that. Again, as a CSO, I don't know, how do you, how results oriented do you aspire to be when the people that you are drumming your messages to seem to take entrenched positions on some of these key issues?
I'll add through this to Ghanaians who are also at the receptive end of the work we do. The fact of the matter is that if we as a CSO are collaborators in a way as far as governance of this country is concerned, and we're able to, as it were, diagnose a certain policy direction that government wants to implement, and we proffer recommendations for them to absorb, and they try to handle it in a manner that for them it will benefit their interest. It is worrying. That is why we feel that all the political parties, of course, every political party is a government in waiting, should begin to rid their minds of such perceptions and begin to look at CSOs as collaborators of whatever they do, so that in the event that we provide them constructive criticisms on matters, they should take all those in good faith, so that the public, who is our ultimate target, will benefit from whatever they do. And so this, for me, is a worrying situation, but it's a call to all of them that they should begin to look at us as collaborators other than adversaries in matters of governance. But I'm saying that so long as as far as Adam, all these years he's in power, it's